Please understand this one truth. Pure desire, pure greed, without any object is creation, expansion. Pure fear, without any object to be feared about, is contraction, thus laya. Please understand. Pure greed, without any object, is just overflowing energy, expansion energy, creation, Big Bang. Pure fear, without any object to be feared about, is contraction, black hole. Pure fear without any object, when you don't have any object to be feared about, when it just contracts, it is just black hole. We need to understand one thing. Unless black hole happens, Big Bang cannot happen. It is part of life. It is part of the whole drama. It is part of the game. The pure fear, without any object to be afraid of, means you are contracting. You are just relaxing into yourself. The pure desire energy, without any object, means just overflowing, 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 expansion. That is what we call Big Bang. For no reason, you explode. Same way, pure fear, no object to be afraid of. There is no object to be afraid of. Pure fear, you just slowly contract. Settle inside you, inside you, inside you. That's what we call destruction, black hole. This chakra is called Swadhisthana. When black hole happens, where your being will be centered. Please understand. The birth of this cosmos is Big Bang. Death of this cosmos is black hole. Your Big Bang is your birth. Your death is your black hole. Birth of ordinary human being is a Big Bang for you. Death of your being is black hole for you. Where the cosmos, the same thing. When Big Bang happens, it takes birth. When black hole happens, it dies. Swadhisthana is the place where your black hole happens. Another one important thing you need to understand. When a black hole happens, tremendous peace happens in you. If you are seeking for peace, be very clear, you are being centered. You are Swadhisthana centered person. If your Swadhisthana is alive, if you are in tune with your Swadhisthana, you will be continuously in peace. If you are against your Swadhisthana, you will be continuously in fear. You have two innate energy, the pure desire and pure fear. It is continuously happening. The inhaling breath is a pure desire. Exhaling breath is a pure fear. The prana which is going inside is because of Big Bang. The prana which is going outside is because of black hole. Both will continuously happen for life to happen in you. When you fight with some one part, when you fight with a Big Bang or black hole, you create disturbance in you. Whenever fear happens in you, please be aware, you are turning towards peace. You are turning towards peace. Or you are getting ready for Big Bang. So there is nothing to be afraid. First thing you need to understand, you cannot conquer peace. You cannot conquer fear, sorry. You cannot conquer fear. Do not try to conquer fear. Fearlessness means, please understand, fearlessness means intelligence to live the intense fear without directing it towards any object. When there is no object to be afraid of, when there is no object to be afraid of, the intense fear, you will see, gives you such a deep relaxation and peace. Fear is one of the powerful energy. Tools can be used for transformation. Greed energy, when you work on greed energy, I am not saying you will not become enlightened. The wealth will come first, enlightenment will come second. When you work on Swadhisthana, fear energy, enlightenment will come first and wealth will come next. That is why Shiva is Lord of destruction, Vishnu is Lord of giving. He is the God of the greed. The pure greed energy is Vishnu. Pure fear energy is Shiva. That is the way the both are described, you see. Pure greed energy without any object is Vishnu. Pure fear energy without any object to be afraid of is Shiva. When you work on this fear center, this fear energy, you will have such a deep peace and relaxation. I can say it's a rejuvenation center. It is a rejuvenation center. Shiva is also not Lord of destruction, is Lord of rejuvenation. Only when you relax, settle down into your center, you get rejuvenated. So Swadhisthana Chakra is the energy center for rejuvenation, a very powerful energy center for rejuvenation. A simple but powerful methods are there to awaken Swadhisthana, to rejuvenate your whole being, to make yourself completely integrated, centered. Such a wonderful time, especially early morning, when you are fresh. Let's finish the meditation. Then, if you have any question about fear, I'll answer and share some more ideas about the Swadhisthana. See, being comfortable when you sit with yourself without any technique or method or entertainment is one of the amazing ability. It's a capacity by itself. Being able to sit with you without entertainment or mantra or meditation or technique or concentration, even these things are an entertainment, kind of an entertainment. Without any of that, just being able to sit is an ability by itself. So you guys have mastered it. All in 2 days. That is great. So that's why I thought, more than words, let's start the work. Let's start the process. I'll throw some more light on fear. Because these ideas, when it gets into your head, into your being, you don't even have to be afraid, I may forget, and don't bother. Because after that, when we do the meditation, these ideas just gets deeply settled in you. So you don't have to worry about it. When you go back, you will see in your day-to-day life, you are remembering everything, every line. Your whole inner chattering has become my teachings. There will not be any more inner chattering in you. It is continuously, you don't have to remember me, I'll remember you. Understand? You remembering me is the best thing, you do it for yourself. But me remembering you is the best thing existence does to you. Understand? So you don't even have to remember. You don't even have to remember these teachings. Just listen. And if you feel like forgetting, it's okay, forget. And if you feel like, all I am saying is meditate, that's enough. Meditate, that's enough. You will carry the essence of it with you. I'll throw some more light on fear. Whenever you have a questions, it will go inside. These ideas, these satyas will change the way in which you look at the world, the way in which you look at you, the way in which you look at things. That reason only these satyas are added. Otherwise the essence is the methods, the processes. And the pure fear, if the pure fear percentage becomes more, the shadow of the object will start getting reduced. If the shadow of the strength of the object is 60%, then you are caught. It's only suffering. If you just start experiencing, if you accept the fear, when it happens, suddenly the strength of the object will start getting reduced. It will start becoming pure fear. Acceptance, let me give you a small diagram, you will understand. if 60%, for example, 60% is object, say it's like the fear, your whole being will be vibrating. In that frequency, 100 thoughts are having means 60 thoughts are about object and 40 are fear. Oh, what may happen, what may happen. That is 40 thoughts. And 60 is about that object. Then you will be suffering with the fear. The moment you accept the fear, you will see the number of thoughts related to object will become less. And the fear will become more. Then it will become pure fear. The pure fear brings peace into you. You are able to understand what I am saying? If you have 100 thoughts, it's all 100. 60 thoughts are about object and 40 are about the insecurity. What will happen, what will happen, what if this happens, what if that happens. If you understand this one simple thing, it will be really nice. So, when you accept, suddenly you will see the number of thoughts related to object will drastically reduce. The pure fear only will start you will start feeling only the pure fear. Pure fear is always rejuvenating and peaceful. If your money is over, then naturally you are sent out of that hotel. Same way only the Devaloka also. If your punya is over, their dollar is punya. And your punya is over, you are sent out of the loka. So, don't have desire for the Devaloka, Intraloka, all these that lokas. And you will really be depressed, you don't know. You just try to stay in the star hotels for more than 1 week, then you will understand. How you feel, the same thing you will feel there. So don't aspire for Indraloka. Either aspire for Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha is like a devotion. You connect with and merge with him. Or Kailasha means merge with him. Or even the enlightenment. Or merging, completely disappearing. We call it Sayujya Mukti. Becoming that. That is the only thing to be aspired. Anything else is depression only. What's the difference between a Devata and enlightened being? Devata means the TPS is less but not zero. The thoughts per second is less but not zero. That is Devata. Enlightened being is complete thoughts per second is zero. Thank you so much for having this class and me here. My question is about greed. Is it some form of greed when you have deep desire for a relationship with a deity? No. Connection with a deity is not greed, kind of greed. It's kind of a method to lose yourself. So, see, with the deity, how much greed you may have, nothing, there is no direct response, you see. It will only be losing you. It's only like polishing your being. It's only grinding your being. So devotion is not greed. Sometimes prayer can be greed. It can be bargaining. Give me $1 million in lottery, I'll give you $10,000 in hundi. That can be greed. But devotion is not greed. Incident in your young age that while you were walking around Arunachala, late night and saw dead body burning, but then remembered about what Annamalai Swamigal will do and got out of it. You did not bother. How this gets you out of fear? And how is this related to acceptance of fear? I can say, I remembered it was not dead body burning, dead body lying in the road. Who put the question? It was dead body lying in the road without head. The head was in the mouth of a dog. If I have to describe that situation, it will be really, I'll describe. I used to go around Arunachala Hill, the late night. That is considered to be one of the very powerful spiritual practice. So it was a new moon day and raining heavily raining. So I was walking alone. Usually the tradition is once you start walking, you cannot stop in between. Whether it rains or shines, you have to walk. So I was walking. Suddenly I saw something lying in the, I guess I was walking just seeing 4 or 5 feet in front of me. So suddenly I saw something lying. I thought somebody is sleeping. Then when I went near, I saw there was no head. It was a dead body buried. In the rain, it has slowly come out. They did not bury properly. So in the rain it came out and it's lying in the road. And few dogs have picked up the head and went away. Suddenly the fear stroke started. Then just I remembered, what would Annamalai Swamigal do? He will not have fear. He is an enlightened being. He would have accepted. So just I remembered, let me also accept. Immediately that disappeared. The fear disappeared. See, this needs a very strong connection with the master. If you have a strong connection with me, this technique will work for you. Just remember what Swamiji will do. He will just smile, laugh and walk. Do that, that's all. But a prerequisite is a strong connection with me. See, I had a fortune to live around them. I lived around them. I know for sure how they will behave, how they will react. I have seen the Satya, the enlightenment living in front of me. I have seen the body language of enlightenment. Body language of enlightenment is living master. If you want to see enlightenment in action, master is the enlightenment in action. I have seen enlightenment in its body language, in its form. That's what is the enlightened masters. So if you have seen and felt very connected, this technique will work for you. But normally, if a person who has not felt that connected to a living master, this technique won't work. Then you may have the doubt, who knows whether he will be afraid or whether he will accept, who knows. At that moment, if you have a fear, then if you have a doubt or confusion about the master, you are in big mess. All funny things, oh God. I just understand. You don't have a strong faith on Annamalai Swamigal. And you see like that moment. The moment you think, what will Annamalai Swamigal do? Who knows, he may run away. What will happen? So you have to be very careful before you start practicing what I practiced. If you don't have a strong faith on the master, if you have a doubt or if you don't have that strong connection with the master, you can't practice the technique. And you need to have a very direct living around him. Sparsha, touch, and darshana, sparshana, sambhashana, all the three. Means darshana is seeing, sparsha is touching, sambhashana is talking, sharing. All the three should happen with the master. Only then that strong faith will be created. I have seen people who live around me just for even few weeks. Live around me means not just doing some classes. Just like that, who live around me, doing some work, who see me 24 hours in different places, in different ways. That darshana, that touch, sparsha and sambhashana, that does miracles. No class can give the transformation. No class can do that transformation, because this kind of a strong feeling connection, that does miraculous changes. Different dimension is awakened. See, beloved is a person who awakens the dimension which is in you, which is unknown to you. See, when you fall in love, suddenly a new dimension in you is awakened. You can't imagine, you can sacrifice something for love, or you can love somebody so deeply. You yourself can never imagine, you can fall in love so deeply. Only when somebody happens in your life, when you fall in love, suddenly you realize, oh God, even I can fall in love so deeply. Means he has awakened that dimension of you which was unknown to you. Beloved is a person who awakens your unknown love dimension in you. Same way, master is a person who awakens the unknown enlightenment dimension which is in you, which is unknown to you. You can never imagine. Till you fall in love, you can fall in love so madly. You can feel connected so madly. You can sacrifice so much. Only when you fall in love, you can understand, oh God, even I can fall in love. Only then you will understand. So beloved is a person who awakens unknown dimensions of you. See, you had the dimension, but unknown to you. Which was unknown to you is awakened, made to become reality. Beloved is a person who awakens the unknown dimension of love in you. Same way, master is a person who awakens the unknown enlightenment dimension which is in you. Just like beloved transforms you, master also transforms you by awakening your own unknown dimension. The dimension which is unknown to you. Only when you have the deep, direct sparsha and darshana and sambhashana, this starts happening. In some places I feel that I think in this 21 days that will start happening, because 21 days is a long time. You are going to see me from morning till night and different mood and different experience and different ways. In some places I feel that same thing enters me and tries to choke me. I find it very difficult to get up. Is this kind of a soul that is trying to enter me, Swamiji? No. Don't bother about it. No soul will try to enter into your body. It is your laziness. That's all. No, that is the truth. No. It's your laziness, and your laziness becomes an individual entity after some time. It becomes an independent entity and start acting on its own. Your laziness is so powerful that starts acting like this in a weird way. That's what I call unconscious, or the Freudians call subconscious. Your laziness, unused parts of you is what is called subconscious or unconscious. So that is why every day I just go around all over the ashram, like for a visit. Like this, go all over your system. Means bring awareness to all your activities at least once, so that everything will be under your control. Everybody will know you are the boss. See, if you don't go to some part of your area, then that area people may forget that you are the boss. Same way, in your being also, parts of your body, mind, eyes, nose, all the parts, just visit at least once a day. Otherwise they may forget that you are boss. They will start thinking they are the boss. During meditation I felt pain rising in spinal cord. I tried pushing it out but got stuck before Vishuddhi Chakra. Is it became because of Omkara or normal pain? It's not normal pain, not because of Omkara. Cleansing, because of meditation. Swamiji, when snake comes, it's a spontaneous action to run. Because we know it is dangerous for our life. But what about people spontaneously running when there are cockroach or mouse? See, one important thing you should understand, just try to internalize it. The same house, when you are small, now if you go back to your native village, the houses, everything will look small. In the young age, it will look too big. I have seen, when I go to the Arunachala temple, it used to look so huge. Now, when I started building temples all over the world, it looks too small. Now I know the whole thing. It is too small. Same way, the cockroach, mouse and all, you start seeing from the young age, especially if you are in India. You start seeing all of them from the age of 3-4. So they look too big. That is why so much of fear is built. Now they are too small. Now they are too small, insignificant. They can't harm you. But when you saw them, when you started seeing them, when you started your relationship with them, they can harm you. They are too big. That is why those same memories are awakened. You understand what I am saying? If you go back to your native place and see the old house, it looked too small now. But in your memory, if you look back, it would have recorded as a too big. Because you are too small that time. Now, you have grown, but the memory doesn't grow. That is why the fear of this cockroach, mouse and all those things. Because when the relationship started, you are small, too small, they can harm you. That is the way the relationship started. Now you have grown, but the memory doesn't believe you have grown. The memory is same. Same thing with the marriage. If you are married in a very young age, you have this problem. 13, 14 you get married and you have too much of fear about husband or wife. And even after you grow, even after you are 40, 50, that same print will be there. You will be living in the same way. Is it correct to say that the purpose of pure fear, if there is any purpose, is to throw us back to the peace of our being? Yes, it's right. To get you back. Otherwise you will never feel like resting. You see, you have to rest every day. That happens only when you come back. So, sometimes I wake up every night with irrational fear. What would help at that time? Accept. Just accept, it will disappear. If this life is a dream and we are creating the places, circumstances and characters, would not that make me a dream to other beings? Make me a dream? Would not that make me a dream to other beings? You see, even the other beings are part of your dream.
Yeah, so I understand that. Other beings are a part of my dream, if that's what reality is. But, I mean, how am I to the other beings? Sorry.
See, for example, you are very compassionate to your hand because you believe this is the extension of you.
Right.
Same way, if you understand the other beings are also your extension, you will become you will have same compassion and love. That's all.
So, sorry, that makes sense to me, but what I mean is that I'm in other people's reality as well.
Oh, every individual being dreams in a different way. See, right. He dreams in one way, he dreams in one way, he dreams in one way, he dreams in one way. But there is a frequency. People who are within that frequency, all of them see the same world.
Right, okay.
You understand what I am saying? All the people who are between the 100 to 200 frequency, you see this same world. Same way, all the people who are between the 10 to 20 frequency, they live in slums, that poverty. They all live in a kind of a same atmosphere. So when your frequency is changed, inevitably your whole life and whole world has to change. Wealth has to come to you. Everything has to happen around you. Right relationships has to come to you. Right situation has to come to you. The moment you change your frequency. This is the law of nature. This is what I say. When I say be blissful, you will attract wealth. You will attract fortune. You will attract best relationship. You will attract best people, everything around you. Because you have to change. You have to become different. Once you have to be put in a different world where that frequency is there.
Thank you.
I think you had a click. That's why you started shouting. Were we your disciples in a previous life with unfinished business? And now here we are finishing the business itself. I think there is a possibility. There is a possibility. That's why you are here. As related to fear, is anything in life worth fearing? There is nothing in the life worth fearing. What will you lose? There is nothing. Death is also nothing but removing the old dress and wearing the new dress. It's nothing. Tomorrow you will understand deep about death. Actually, death is a big freedom. See, all your suffering is because of the responsibility of the body and related to body. Am I right? responsibility of the body and related to body. So death is a big freedom. All this idiotic responsibility is taken away from you. Just understand, you are continuously working what for? To get out of this responsibility. Am I right? You are continuously working. Let me finish this responsibility so that I can lie down in the easy chair and watch. I'll lie down in the easy chair. But you will never be able to lie down till you leave from the body. So, what you think as a relaxation, rest or peace, unconsciously is nothing but freedom from the body itself. See, one side you are seeking it, other side you are afraid of it. That's what I call conflict life, life with conflicts. Either seek it or completely be afraid of it. Then you will be conflict free. But you are in big mess. You are seeking it and afraid of it. I think I have thrown more light on the fear in the question answer. Many things have been understood. Yesterday you said that fear mixing with desire is the root cause for the mind. How do we make this not happen? Either live with a pure fear or pure greed. Then this won't happen. Please explain relationship between peace and fear. Get in fear to get peace. To achieve peace is the same as to get bliss. I can say achieving peace is a first step, and when it becomes deepen, it becomes bliss. So next step, bliss happens. So I can say peace is the way to bliss. Swamiji, how can we manage our fears in the society, especially in USA? It's a fear-based. They are constantly manipulating us through fear. It's a very big problem. Who put the question? All developed countries, this is the problem. See, all developed countries, wherever government is too organized, this becomes a problem. I am fortunate, I feel really blessed. I am born in Indian village where many people don't even know who is president or prime minister of this country. I tell you really, many people don't even know who is president or prime minister. Still in India, I can say at least 20,000 villages where president or prime minister's name is not known. 460,000 villages we have, means 460,000 villages we have in India. We have only 16,000 police station, 16,000 police station. India is not under law enforcement department control. It's under Dharma enforcement department's control. Now really, it's under Dharma enforcement department. Everybody knows Ramayana Mahabharata. Don't cheat others' wealth. Try to live on your own. And I want you to know, India is the lowest crime in the whole world. Crime rate. According to statistics, the number of people, lowest crime. It's a Dharma enforcement department. Somehow, this country from the beginning, of course, so much of energy has been spent in this line. You see, in the Western countries, so much of energy has been spent in building roads, dams, bridges, infrastructure. Here we put all energy in building temples, ashrams, spiritual centers. So it's a two different way of life. In India, for you to survive, you need to remember more than 2-3 rules. You should not kill, you should not sexually abuse. Just these 2-3 rules enough. Whole life you can run here. You don't have to remember any other rules. But in the developed countries, every day at least you have to remember 20 or 30 rules. At least I am saying, 20 or 30 laws you have to remember. In India, in your whole life, you don't need to see the lawyer. You can live without seeing a lawyer, without going to police station, and without even bothered about the infrastructure which is running the country. It's like they are separate and you are separate. Sometimes I really feel, you see, only when I went around all over the world, I feel blessed. It's a very tricky situation. Especially this ticket and all these, that things. I saw people are suffering. Here you just go and hit and you say, all right, it's okay, you go, I will go, that's all. See, it is little chaos. It's little chaos, I agree. But losing the life is too much for your vehicle. I have seen so much of fear stroke and fear, so much of that regulated, controlling. See, India suffers on the other side, too much of irregularity. There is suffering, I understand. But I feel if the choice, if we have to choose, I will choose at least India only. I will choose only this infrastructure, this structure. The other side problem which India faces is, from today, if no more cases will be filed, all the existing cases has to be completed, means it is going to take 300 years. That's another one problem. No, I am telling you really, as per the statistics, from today no more new cases will be taken, civil or criminal. Only existing cases will be completed. Enquiry, judgment, and only this will happen. For that we need 300 more years. All lawyers have job assurance, unlike IT people. No, 300 years, really. So much of disorganized structure. But sometimes I feel it has a life. It has a life. See, it's disorganizing is one thing. The Dharma enforcement department is very strong. Means everybody knows the values. If you talk to an Indian villager, person who is doing agriculture, he knows philosophy much more than a doctorate in American university. In American university doctorate, how much he knows about Maya, world, birth, death, different. An Indian villager will know. From the young age, it is in the air, very air. One side, all these things are amazing, but the other side, utter chaos. So it's your choice, nothing can be done. It's purely, if I have to answer this question, it's only your choice. It's only your choice. But if I am given a choice, I'll really see if some way both can be combined. If some way both can come together. The organization and don't, you see, in the West, especially the developed countries, impossible laws. If somebody comes and falls in your house, you are responsible. What is this? I cannot imagine. If somebody comes and falls in your house, you are responsible. I am seeing all kinds of funny court cases. A thief comes and falls in your house and he sues you and gets money. Impossible laws. What to do? This is one extreme. Another one here, immovable laws in India. Here, law and order cannot be moved at all. Immoving laws and impossible laws. What to do? We have to only find out some via media. Maybe we have to create a different, civilization. Raising the whole consciousness of the civilization. That is the only solution. There is no other direct solution. At least as on now, we don't have solution. So maybe all you guys can work to create that Satya Yuga, new world. How exactly do we take a fear towards an object or situation or turn it into peace? As I told you, be aware. Being accepting and being aware. Suddenly the object will lose its power over you. Is there a difference between living enlightenment and being enlightened? One and the same. Living enlightenment and being enlightened is one and the same. I can say that technically two different words, that's all. Technically two different words. When you are living enlightened, naturally your being has to be enlightened. When your being is enlightened, you will be living enlightenment. Don't bother. That your body will automatically manage. You don't have to have so many quotation, full stop.
I mean, how are we going to go
surprise,
back?
question mark.
One thing.
See, enlightenment is intelligent enough. It will teach you how to go and live wherever you want to live. Simple process. Remember the Swadhisthana area, the being below the navel, 2 inch below the navel, 2 inch above the root center. This area. Intensely chant the Hunkara mantra, the mantra of fear. Who all over the world, when fear needs to be described musically, this sound is only used. Not just in Indian culture, I have seen all over the world. This sound has a deeper connection with the fear. Understand, any country, any cinema, any movie it is, if they have to describe fear movement, the sound used is this Onkara mantra. This mantra and this chakra is very closely connected to the fear energy. So intensely create that sound, and any fear comes up, let it come up. You will see so many different fears arising in you. So many different fears arising in you. Don't bother. If your body trembles, it's okay. If you are shaking, it's okay. If you are little disturbed, it's okay. If you are feeling that fear, it's okay. Intensely chant that Hunkara mantra. And the second step is completely relax into that Swadhisthana, into the deep peace. It's a peace center. Understand? Being center, peace center. The fear is the basic energy which leads you to the peace. Greed is the basic energy which leads you to bliss. Greed will give you excitement. The pure greed is intense excitement. Pure fear is intense peace. In the deeper sense, both are one and the same. But when you initially experience, you will have two different routes. See, through bliss also you can achieve the ultimate. Through peace also you can achieve the ultimate. Now we are opening the door of peace, so that you can touch the ultimate. Relax into that peace. You will see you are completely living what I call inner awakening. Sit straight. Close your eyes. I'll answer your questions about fears, because fear, if I handle it individually with your questions, lot more clarity, light can be thrown on it. Continuous Hunkara. Only exhaling. Only exhaling. Exhale, chant from the navel. Chant from the navel. Exhale from the navel as loud as possible. Don't inhale. Inhaling will be done by your body, by itself. You just exhale. Close your eyes. Just remember Swadhisthana Chakra. If you want, you can touch and feel it. Chant the Hunkara mantra from Swadhisthana. As intensely as possible, as loudly as possible. Relax. You can open your eyes. Alright, now we'll do one more simple meditation technique. Very simple, very powerful technique. Same for fear, that same Swadhisthana. Because Swadhisthana cannot be touched by one meditation. I want you to do one more meditation technique. See, try to rotate the whole body and bring your energy to the center of Swadhisthana. Completely, 360 degree. It's like an active meditation for Swadhisthana. See, yesterday also for each chakra you did 2 meditation. One is very passive and another one is active. This is an active meditation for Swadhisthana Chakra. You are able to understand? See, if you do that, you will see your whole energy, automatically your whole concentration gets centered on Swadhisthana. Move the, see, where the lower body and upper body meets, that point is Swadhisthana. So move the upper body. Complete 360 degree, not lower body. Lower body should be stagnant, should be stable. Move the upper body. Now chant the Hunkara, moving the, first please understand the instruction. Moving the upper body 360 degree, the full 360 degree, understand. Full 360 degree, as big circle as possible. As big circle as possible. Now sitting. As big circle as possible. Make enough space. Please now please understand. You will rotate the body as big circle as possible. Only upper body, not lower body. Lower body should be stable. And concentrate on Swadhisthana and chant the Hunkara. Hunkara should be loud. Your awareness should be on Swadhisthana. Naturally it will be on Swadhisthana because when where upper body and lower body meets, that area is only Swadhisthana. So naturally your whole awareness will be centered on that Swadhisthana. So intense Hunkara, only the blood pressure patients and heart patients, do it very slowly, mildly, as much as you can. Yes. Hunkara, yes. Let me finish the instruction. Hunkara, awareness in Swadhisthana, rotating your body as wide as possible. These 3 instructions. Continuously, please do. It's a very active, you see, from yesterday you can observe, for every chakra we were doing 2 methods. One passive, silent method to bring awareness. One active method. Now for Swadhisthana, what you did earlier is a passive method. Now it's a very active, energetic method. So please tie the ribbon. Only one direction. Any one direction is okay. See, you can right or left, any direction is okay. Clockwise or anti-clockwise, anything is okay.